I learned that a family member of mine has gotten into some significant legal trouble, and I was concerned about the impact that his choices had made on his future.
When people are accused of a white-collar crime, oftentimes they're confused. Sometimes these cases can be very complex. And to be quite honest, in some cases, defendants don't even really know what they're being charged with exactly. Because in some of these fraud cases and these white-collar type fraud cases, it can be very complex. And it might be involving something that they've done that they never dreamed at all was a criminal offense. But yet law enforcement saw it that way. The first thing that we try to do is to lower the stress level of our clients. I listen to them, because that is one thing that sometimes clients don't get out of their attorney. We have to listen to them, because I need to hear not only what the allegations are, but I need to hear something deeper too. I need to hear how they're feeling about it and everything else. At that point, I try to start putting together a plan. I like to lay it out for them and say, okay, well, here's what we're going to do for you and how we're going to go about doing this. And I find that that helps resolve some of that a little bit, that nervousness that they've got. We do have a plan. There is something we can do to help them. If you've been arrested for a white-collar crime, or really more often been called by law enforcement to come in and talk to them, it would be a mistake to go in by yourself. I'm not suggesting that we wouldn't want to go talk to them at some point. I oftentimes go with my clients, especially on white-collar type crimes where we're having to look through paperwork or we're having to look through things of that nature. I go with them to talk to the police sometimes about those cases. But the biggest mistake is going in there alone. You need somebody who's going to sit there and listen to you, okay? Because you have to be able to tell your story. You're going to want somebody that's got experience. You want somebody that this is what they do. You want a lawyer that can walk into that courtroom and try that case like a bulldog. I've tried over hundreds of jury trials before, many jury trials. I have the experience in the court. I have the experience fixing people's problems as well. If you have some hesitancy about contacting an attorney because maybe you don't feel like you can afford a good one or not, trust me on this. You might be surprised, because at least at my firm, I know that we price our services very fair. We try to make it very accessible to people too. We have payment plans, we allow down payments, and so don't think for a second that you're not going to be able to get first-rate defense because you don't have a lot of money. Come talk to me first and let's see what we can work out.
I personally found McCarty-Larson to be an outstanding law firm that can help a broken family get their lives back together and point it in a positive direction.
One thing I absolutely realize, and I absolutely believe in my heart of hearts, sometimes bad things happen to good people. We can help you. Give us a call.